Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. In running a fundraiser, it's important to build a sense of urgency into the campaign. Here are some key steps to create that sense of urgency. Break your fundraise into smaller rounds or tranches. Demonstrate this by showing the fundraise plan that has more funding to come, but at a higher valuation. This lets you run deadlines at the end of each round, creating a sense of urgency with investors. Show how other investors are joining the round. Show the interest in committed investors as well as the funds invested. Call out milestone events such as finding a lead investor, closing the round, or hitting the 50% mark of the fundraise. Start canvassing investors before you begin the fundraise to educate potential investors about the campaign. This moves investors down the path by learning the details of the business. Provide regular updates to the investor on your progress, and show how now is the right time to invest. Use these tools to create a sense of urgency for your fundraise. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us into today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.